Hello everyone. Today we will discuss one more important topic of thorax, that is the veins that supplies the heart. Now first of all, let's first look at the diagram of the veins to understand actually the branches of the veins. Now first of all, this is the anterior view of heart and this is the posterior view of heart from the diaphragmatic surface of heart. Okay, now in this portion, as you can see, there is a great cardiac vein. This is the great cardiac vein, the vein of heart. Then this is the middle cardiac vein, best visible from the posterior side of the heart. Then the right marginal vein. This is the right marginal vein. Now the posterior vein of left ventricle, which actually goes in the left ventricle. Now the oblique vein of left atrium, as the name says, obliquely goes into the left atrium. Now the anterior cardiac vein, these are 3 to 4 veins in the right ventricle, and the vena cauda minimis, also called as the Thebetian vein, which is present in almost all the 4 chambers of the heart and opens directly into the cavity of the heart. Okay, this was the overall view of the veins. Now coronary sinus. What is this? Now first of all, in this diagram, this is the coronary sinus. This is the coronary sinus. Coronary sinus is the largest vein of the heart. It is situated in the left posterior coronary sulcus, as you can see over here. It is about 3 cm long and it ends by opening into the posterior wall of the right atrium. As you can see, it opens into the right atrium and that too in the posterior side, posterior wall. Now the tributaries that actually are received by the coronary sinus. Now first of all, let's again revise the veins of the heart so it will be easier for you to go in detail further. This is the great cardiac vein. This is the middle cardiac vein. This is the right marginal vein. This is the posterior vein of left ventricle, oblique vein of left atrium, anterior cardiac vein, small cardiac vein over here, and the vena cauda minimis or Thebetian vein. Now before going in detail about the veins, I will like to suggest you that first of all go through my video of artery supplying the heart, so it will be easier for you to understand the vein, because these veins actually accompanies the arteries, so it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, now first of all, the great cardiac vein. This is the great cardiac vein. The great cardiac vein accompanies first the anterior interventricular artery, which is a branch of the left coronary artery, and then it enters the left end of the coronary sinus. As you can see, it goes to the left and then it actually gets entered into the left part of the coronary sinus. Now the middle cardiac vein. This is the middle cardiac vein. Now the middle cardiac vein accompanies the posterior interventricular artery, which is a branch of right coronary artery, and joins the middle part of the coronary sinus. Now the small cardiac vein. The small cardiac vein accompanies the right coronary artery in the right posterior coronary sulcus and joins the right end of the coronary sinus. The right marginal vein, this vein, may drain in the small cardiac vein. Okay, we'll talk about this later. Now the posterior vein of the left ventricle, this one. It actually runs on the diaphragmatic surface of the left ventricle and ends in the coronary sinus. As you can see, the left part of the coronary sinus. Now the oblique vein of Marshall of the left atrium. Now this vein is a small vein which runs on the posterior surface of the left atrium. It terminates in the left end of the coronary sinus. It is developed by the duct of Couvade. Now the right marginal vein. The right marginal vein accompanies the marginal branch of the right coronary artery. There is a branch called the marginal branch of right coronary artery. So right marginal vein accompanies the marginal artery. It may either drain into the small cardiac vein, as I told you before, or may directly open into the right atrium. Okay. Now the anterior cardiac veins, this one. The anterior cardiac vein are 3 or 4 small veins which run parallel to one another on the anterior wall of the right ventricle and usually open directly into the right atrium through its anterior wall. So means it is present in the right ventricle and opens directly into the right atrium. Now the last, that means the vena cauda minimis, also called as the Thebetian vein, are the smallest vein of the heart and are very numerous and small, and they are valvulous as well and present in all the 4 chambers of the heart. They open directly into the cavity. These are more numerous on the right side of the heart as compared to the left side. So by this we can make an assumption that this is the one reason why the left sided infarcts of the heart are more common, because the left side of the heart has less number of vena cauda minimis vein. So this was all about the veins of the heart. Just go through and revise all the veins again and again. It is very easy concept. So just go through the diagrams again and again to remember the veins. Hope you understand the video. Thank you.